Your mission is to completely blow a job interview in 20 seconds, what do you do? God, I fucking hate jobs like this. Anyway, how much are we talking per hour? Then pray they don't respond with, we like a bold worker. You're hired. Walk and say, hey, you have exactly 3 minutes to wow me if you want to hire. Look at your phone and as you start the timer say go fucker. Hey. I like to start things off with a joke to break the tension. You wanna hear a select a race joke? I believe there is like one sentence you can use to blow any job interview. You just Heil Hitler them if they are not throwing you out immediately. You do not want to work there anyways. Go in for the handshake, perform the Trump power move of yanking them towards you sharply, then sneeze directly in their face. Oh, thank God you're not a insert racial slur. Anyways, how much are you fucks gonna pay me? Can I do coke at my desk or not? Also, is there any insert racial slur working here? Show up to a minimum wage job with your stepbrother, wearing suits. Then proceed to fart so bad the interviewer can taste it. That ought to do it. Wasn't this same question asked like a week ago, with the same phrasing and everything? Even some of the comments are the same. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Edit found it. 2 days ago, just did this. Interviewed for an office job with my union. I work in construction. The job was for the union organizer position. So you go to non-union companies and try to get them to join. I was asked what would you do if a business owner tries to get physical with you? Without hesitation I responded with I'd fuck his wife. We all laughed. But I think that killed it. Show up with an unwiped asshole and then try to suck my own dick with my shitty asshole poking out at the interviewer. Boy did I read that incorrectly at first. Thought it said your mission is to complete a blow job in 20 seconds. Stand up, do the Hitler salute and scream Heil Hitler. Since I'm a German, they will definitely love it. I can't work on Tuesdays after 3 p.m. because all 4 of my baby daddies drop off child support at 4. I can't work Monday, Wednesday, or Friday mornings before 9:30 cause I'm dropping the kids at school and every Thursday I gotta be out by 4 p.m. for my parole officer and anger management classes. When do I start? So before we continue I should inform you that I'm a repeat prison escapist on the run for multiple counts of criminal theft and robberies. Also I'd like to make as much money as possible so I don't have to steal from my place of work. When do I start? I would say I gotta admit I lied on my resume. But I did it for the greater good, since I've been in prison since I graduated high school. Well, I interviewed a young man once who, within the first 20 seconds, stated hey I just wanted to let you know, my resume was completely fabricated, I actually have no experience for this position. But, I think I'd be a good fit anyway. Start talking about the history of the labor movement, labor struggles, and workers' rights. If I do that job offer ain't coming my way. I looked on your website and managed to find out that you only pay less than $18 an hour for a bachelor's degree. I ain't a fucking clown. Hell, I'd make better money being a clown. I totally read this as complete a blow job in 20 seconds and clicked BC. I needed to learn the magic. Now I'm just disappointed, pensive face. It may not, alas, work for every kind of employer, but I feel that when the interviewer leans to greet you and shake your hand, breaking into a Nazi salute instead would be pretty quick. Complete with a heels click, of course. Edit. Oh, crap, that joke has already been made. Oh, well, I first read that as your mission is to complete a blowjob interview in 20 seconds. Came to the comments to see some prime Reddit in action. 1 chug complimentary cup of water. 2 fart an empty cup. 3 sniff the cup and act satisfied for discovering one can in fact trap and transport one's own gas with minimal effect on quality. 4 and it's that kind of inventive and out of the box thinking I can bring to company. I totally read this wrong. Your mission is to complete a blowjob in 20 seconds, what do you do? To that my answer would be leave. Show up without wiping, smell like shit would get the job done and then leave a stain on their chair couch is bonus. Anyone else read this as complete a blowjob interview in 20 seconds? Definitely did not expect the comments I saw in reading the first couple in that context was quite a trip. First I would hit Taco Bell and eat like 10 burritos. Any kind will do. Step and shake their hand and immediately shit my pants, but instead of excuse myself and leave like any person would, I'll maintain deep eye contact until I'm asked to leave. Does this job pay a livable wage at base pay or do I have to work my way up to afford living? Sorry guys, this one might only be applicable in the States. Be honest with your answers. Tell them that you have a passion for money and you came to make some. No faster way to blow it. They're looking for exploitable slaves. Question: tell me the biggest challenges you've had so far in your career? Answer: complying with NDAs and internal regulations and keeping my hand away from the company's money and women. Eat egg white well at the night before, and when in the room being interviewed proceed to pick your nose and blow a nasty egg white fart. Effective 100. I'm 25, I've got 6 kids, no husband, and I'm only here for the free at work daycare, unlimited PTO, and insurance benefits. So, you think you've got what it takes? I'll tell you what I got. Your wife's pussy on my breath. Had one guy hang up when asked a difficult question. Thing is, we didn't really expect him to know the answer, just checking in case he did. I accept your job offer, but I do like to inspect my colleagues' excrement in the toilet to make sure they're suitably nourished for a day's work. If not, then I can't see them being in a cross-functional space to touch base and lead the company forward. I like jam sandwiches. Whatever it is I'm saying right now in job interviews seems to be working pretty well. So I'll go with that. Began talking about how interested you are in politics and began discussing the secret insert minority group agenda. Piss in the guy's trash can. Pick up a picture of his hot daughter off his desk and tell him in detail what you'd like to do to her. Walk in with a salad with raw onions on it in one hand, and a soda in the other. Put both down on interviewer's desk. Spill soda on them while awkwardly sitting down. Laugh out loud. Nice to meet you, I hope you guys don't drug test. How hot are the women who work here? That'll do it in about 8-10 seconds, smiley face. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me, but I already knew I wasn't going to accept this position, and my entire intent was to practice my interviewing skills. I rescind my application. I have done it already on my life. Chap outlined the job and said, so how do you like the sound of that? And I said, I don't. I was about 22 at the time. He didn't quite know what to do with himself. Chop up 2 lines of coke in front of them, and when they look at me in shock I'll be like, but I chopped a line for you, too. Carry an actual bomb to the interview, and after the introductions, he'll ask you the first question, then ask the interviewer for 20 seconds time and start counting backwards from 20. Olahu Uber. You remember the joke about my penis being in the Guinness Book of World Records? It also wasn't your wife. Crack open a beer, kick your feet up on the interviewer's desk and say, I sure hope I get a better office than this. Hit on the interviewer, since usually they're going to be the HR person. Bonus if they are married or way out of your league. Don't forget to dress like a slob.